Hey guys, how's it going? Evil Dead Fan 1990 here to do another review, another movie review. Now the movie I'm going to be reviewing is the fourth sequel to a film called Sleepaway Camp. The film I'm reviewing is Return to Sleepaway Camp, which I heard a lot of mixed reviews about. Some hate it, some love it, some think it's crap, some think it's gold, some people think it's just, I don't know. But Return to Sleepaway Camp is the sequel to the original 1983 feature film. Now, the movie was directed by the same director of the first film, Robert Hiltzik, whatever. But now the film starts off 20 years later after, the mysterious killing spree at Camp Arawak. Now, since all the parents are upset about this camp, they decide to close the camp down after a while. Then they reopened it and gave it a new name. However, the camp counselor, Ronnie, is back in this film, and yeah. So, and all of a sudden, all the crazy stuff starts happening, people start dying. He automatically thinks it's a killer from the first. But, who is the killer? I'm not going to tell you if you haven't seen it. But let me just tell you, the twist is kind of predictable. Now, what did I think about this movie that was good about and was bad about? Well, for one thing, it did have that certain style of the 80s kind of feel to it. And the setting actually looked like it did take place in an actual camp. And some of the scenes where they were showing the camp, them playing baseball, basketball, it looked like you were actually in a camp. But there was just some things wrong about this movie, like the certain edits, like when they faded to another scene, the cuts were really quick. And not to mention that some of the death scenes, even though they were unique as can be, they were kind of, recycling some from, from some other horror films. But yeah, I have to say, some of them were pretty original in their own way. Now, the one problem about this movie is the main character, Alan. Now, Alan's this kind of fat kid who gets picked on, nobody likes him, but you're supposed to feel sorry for him, but the guy's a jerk throughout the movie. I mean, everything he did, he brought this down onto himself. And the weird thing is he likes hanging out with frogs, apparently. And it also has a very special, relatively small appearance from Isaac Hayes, who recently passed away August 10th of '08. Now, the film was shot, of course, in 2003 to 2005, so technically this and the movie Soul Man is his last films. But what did I think about this film and the acting, the directing, the special effects? Well, for me, I'm not going to tell you that, but I know somebody that will. So let me cut to the new co-reviewer. I called him Crazy Dad. Crazy Dad? Cut to the scene. So, Crazy Dad, what did you think about Return to Sleepaway Camp?
The movie sucks, just like any of the other movies that you like.
Well, folks, there you have it. The movie sucked. Well, at least it was better than the movie Intruder. Oh, darn, you gotta fix the zoom. Well, anyways, Evil Dead Fan 1990 sign off saying good night and good luck. And don't worry, I will have more short films out. People have been asking about, but I will have some, like some I'm still working on. So, see you guys later. And just like Crazy Dad said, the movie sucked. So, bye-bye. But to tell you the truth, I really did like the movie. I thought it was alright. No, I heard... What? Yeah, I'm good. Just giving my honest opinion about the movie. Well, my dad might not have liked it, but, a lot of people do like those stupid kind of horror films where they make fun of, others, of course, but in a way, I thought this movie was okay. I kind of liked it in a certain way, like as more of a comedy than an actual horror film. So, as a comedy, it was pretty good. As a unintentionally funny movie, it was pretty good. It was alright, but as a horror film, like a serious horror film that I think they were trying to go for, I wasn't sure, but let's just say that 3 stars as a comedy. That's the rating I'll give it. 3 stars as a comedy, but as a serious horror film, 1.5 stars, or maybe a half a star, just as a serious horror film. But as a comedy, I thought it was okay. I thought the acting could have been a little better, but the effects were pretty interesting, besides the bad CGI. So that's my honest opinion. I thought the movie was okay. And I've seen a whole lot worse movies than that, like Creepshow 3 and let's see, Creepshow 3, Intruder. I really did not like Intruder. I know people do like it, but me, I couldn't get into it. It was just bad. Not to mention it had false advertising. It said Bruce Campbell was in it, and I thought, oh, okay, that's cool. Bruce Campbell's going to be in it. He's going to have a pretty good part, I think. But he didn't. He just had like a small, like a near cameo at the very end of the movie. Even though the cover, clearly, shows a picture of him in the movie. I thought he was going to play like the serial killer or maybe an employee at the most. Not a big part, but just something. But no. But anyway, I don't think this is the worst horror film. I just think it's not the best. It's kind of in the middle. So that's all I have to say. I thought the movie was pretty good. My dad obviously didn't like it, but that's just me. So this is Evil Dead Fan 1990 saying goodnight. And hopefully I'll upload this video and figure out how to edit with this brand new camera. So bye bye.